What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel over on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content. If you're listening over on my podcast on Spotify called Assume the Position, what is good? Make sure that you follow along for more exclusive content on the podcast. So let's get into this video, you guys, because I really want to talk about a lot of the judgments and the conditions that we put in place when it comes to our desires. And this is what I mean by time is not real, because we imply separation when we add the judgment onto the desire and the conditions and all the things. So we put the separation or the space or the hills we have to climb and all these things in order to receive the manifestation. And I want to share what that looks like, because I want to share with you how to truly be intentional with your desire and where you need to be resting in when it comes to your manifestation. So let's say, for example, that you've been manifesting your SP for months or it's been years. And I want you to just have a little bit of self inquiry, because sometimes we need to just inquire, what are we thinking? What are we believing when it comes to our desires and about ourselves here for the most part? So you should ask yourself, if you've been manifesting something or your SP for quite some time, it's been months, it's been years, and you feel that there's all this separation, ask yourself, what does this mean to you? What does you manifesting your SP, what does it mean to you? Because there has to be a meaning there. Because if you're placing a meaning, you're not having your desire. You're placing the meaning that if I get this, then this means something about me. And also ask yourself, what does it mean about me? So ask the question, what does this mean to me? And what does this mean about me? And basically, what you'll realize is you are looking to the 3D or some form outside of you to tell you that you are the person that's loved, chosen, and needing all this validation from the 3D to show you that you're doing good or that you're on the right track and that you're the source. So that's you putting a condition in place, the time in place when you're looking for the meaning or trying to figure out a meaning of what this will mean to you, instead of realizing I am the source and I have my desires already. So there's no need to put all these conditions or make these meanings about what this SP says about me or what me having this relationship will mean about me. When we go to place the judgment that on it based off of societal standards or 3D standards, we're the one that's implying that there's some separation and I need to figure out how to get over there, how to manifest this SP, instead of realizing that I'm always one with my desires and that my manifestations don't come from anything appearing in the 3D. They come from me being the source and the one true source of my reality. So that's when you put the SP now in this situation on a pedestal, and you won't feel that you're good enough until you figure out how to manifest it or how to get over there. And so the same thing with money, and I see this a lot in money. So imagine that you're wanting to manifest a large sum like $50,000, and you ask yourself again, what does this mean? What does this lump sum of money mean for me? Does this mean I get to get out of debt? I get to buy a car. I get to buy a home. I can be safe, whatever the meaning is. But remember, the feelings of lack or the feelings of not having were there before you've created a circumstance that you have to get to because you feel like this will solve your problems. So if you're feeling like this lump sum of money will finally give you the green light to have your desires, again, you're implying separation and you're putting this condition. Okay, so now I've decided I need this $50,000. And when I get this $50,000, now I can be safe. Now I can have my home. Now I can feel good about this. I can feel good about that, instead of realizing that those feelings, those beliefs come first. You have to feel that you are already that in order to even hold the capacity for the $50,000. And it doesn't have to necessarily come in that way, but you know that you're the person that has the space to hold $50,000 because this is who you are. Not that you're trying to get something, but this is simply just who you are. So again, you put the money on the pedestal And what I want you guys to understand is you really have to look to your awareness of being to see that you're already it, because it will be revealed in you. Remember, like I talked about yesterday, manifestation is more so of a revealing of who you truly are, that it's always been here, that you've always been the source, that all of your desires are right now in the present moment, and that there's nowhere to get to because it's now here. And so you would have to see yourself as that version already before you can receive your desires, because you're already abiding with being the person. And so I want to read a passage from A Course in Miracles, because I feel like a lot of us, and sometimes I've been here too, you guys, we have that tendency to put our desires, our SP, our money, whatever we want outside of us by the judgments of ourselves, the judgments of the current version of ourselves that we feel is not good enough, or that we feel that we have to work to attain a certain thing, or we put all these conditions in the way, and that ends up making us look at our 3D so consistently and looking at a circumstance, and we're allowing that to just pretty much drag us all over, instead of being intentional and being aware of what you're doing within your inner world. So, this passage in the Course in Miracles, of course, this is from my favorite chapter in A Course in Miracles, and it goes, "What idol can he need to be himself? For can he give a part of him away?" And I love that, because what form, what thing do you hold outside of you do you need to be yourself, to be the source? You don't need anything. This is not a needing thing. There's nothing that you need to be seeking in order to be yourself, in order to be who you're already called to be. And it says, so for can he give a part of him away? If you are whole, there's nothing to give away, you guys. What is not whole cannot be made whole. So if you're asking from a place of lack or not feeling that you're a whole, then there's no way that you can see the wholeness that you are, because you're looking for a form to add to yourself to now say that you're whole or that you're good enough. I hope you guys understand that. And then it says, but what is really asked for cannot be denied. And I love that, because it says, but what is really asked for? What are you really asking for? What are you really asking for, you guys? You're asking to know more of who you are. You're asking to know that you're the source. You're asking to be revealed that I am the one that has been it all along. That's why when you get your manifestations, you're like, oh my gosh, it was me all along. I was the SP I was looking for. I was the abundance I was seeking. I was looking to see that within myself. And all the things come from that state of being as a byproduct, as an expression of, yes, this is who you are. This is who you're claiming yourself to be, but not needing it, not needing something outside of you to finally have and hold on to and say, this means that I'm the source. But it's because you're the source that you're worthy already of all desires. All right. And so it says, not in any form that would content you not, but in the whole completely loving thoughts God holds of you. And I love that. I'm going to read that again. Not in any form that would content you not, but in the whole completely loving thoughts God holds of you. And I love that they capitalize the thought. What is that thought that God holds of you, of all of us, of that formless awareness? That you were made in God's image. You were made in the image of I am, which is that formless awareness that can do and be and have anything, can take shape and form in anything. And so that is where your treasure is, you guys. That is what you need to hold up above all things, is that power that you possess, that you can find it within you. You already have your SP, you already have the money. And when you're asking from wholeness, knowing that you already are, it is commanding, it is affirming, it is invoking, it is saying that I am that source. Of course I am. Of course I have my desires. So when you're asking, you're not asking from lack. And you're not asking within the image of God if you're not seeing your desires. You're not asking with knowing that you're already whole and complete as you are. And if you're asking, looking to the 3D, you're asking shadows. You're asking forms that have no meaning without your awareness on it anyway. So you're giving your power to something that holds no light without you, that holds no say so, no meaning at all without you, without your awareness on it. So you have to see that it comes from you. Everything that you desire comes from you, comes from your state of being, comes from being aware that you are already it and that you are already whole. And if you are whole in your asking, what you're asking for cannot be denied. But if you're asking thinking that there's something outside of you that you need to get, that you're holding up above you, then that's why you don't see your manifestation, because you're looking for you the whole time. You're looking for you. You're looking to see your wholeness the whole time, you guys. And so that's what I just really want you guys to know. These judgments and these conditions that you add by placing judgment on your manifestation, saying that, oh, this means that if I have this, then I'll be rich. If I have this specific person, then I'll feel good about myself. All these things, you're placing the meaning and condition. And now you set yourself up to go on a chase, to find out, to figure it out. And that's why you go on a chase on these illusions and you're never able to figure it out, because it's an illusion and you can't solve an illusion because it just doesn't exist. So that's why when you stop and you let it be, it dissolves and you'll see that it was always there, that you were always there, that you could give yourself the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the awareness that you are already whole. And so understand that your power is within yourself, you guys. The one true power, it's only one power, and we all possess it. So you don't need anything, you have everything. All right. So I'm going to leave this here, you guys. Just a little shift in perception. If you were to shift just this perception, you would move back into the driver's seat, you guys. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for listening over on my podcast and listening over on YouTube. We have a new link, so check the description box down below where you can find everything all in one, my freebies and phone sessions and email sessions with me as well. If you would like to work together, I would love to work with you. And once again, you guys, imagination is on your side, and I am too. Bye.